Hello, fellow translators. So in today's video, I'm kind of going to do a recap and overview. Now, this is stuff I've touched upon before, but I don't think I have one video where I talk about this in its entirety, and I still get asked this question all the time. And that's the question of where to find jobs for translators. If you're a new translator, new freelance translator just coming into the market, where can you go to find jobs? And there are quite a few options, and those of you who are in the industry already know of them. And please feel free to let me know in the comments if I've missed anything. But I just wanted to have sort of a comprehensive list or semi-comprehensive list, because it's impossible to have a comprehensive list of all the places where you can find jobs. And so hopefully this will help you out. So let's get started. First of all, if you're a freelance translator and you're first starting out, I recommend setting up a profile pretty much everywhere, so at least people can find you if they have to. But the main places are, first of all, you have the freelancer websites. Now, this is not specifically for translations, but it's the freelancer websites, and these are, the main ones are Upwork.com and Freelancer.com, I guess. I've had issues with Freelancer.com. I talk about it like in my course and I think in other videos, so I don't like them at all. But these are some of the main websites. So you can definitely put your profile there, and you can definitely find jobs there on Upwork and on Freelancer.com. You'll find translation jobs every now and then. People who don't know any better will go to these websites looking for translators. And so by all means, set up a profile there if you want, just so you can be found. My recommendation, however, is to, once you've set up your profile there, not concentrate on those so much, but concentrate more on websites that specialize in translation. And so by what do I mean by this? I mean, pros.com is the main one, absolutely. Definitely the main one, and then probably Translators Cafe. Those are the two main ones. And so I recommend setting up your profile there. And these are probably the best ones for finding translations jobs. Pros.com, also pronounced proz.com sometimes, is proz.com. And pros.com is kind of a mess of a website, even though they've been trying to update it and make it a bit more user-friendly, but is where you're going to find the best jobs for translation, and they definitely pay a higher rate on average than Upwork does. So definitely put up your profile there. You will have to pay if you want to apply for jobs. I have another video where I talk about how to set up your account on pros.com, so I won't go into detail in this video. The other one is translatorscafe.com. You do not have to pay for that. There is an option you can pay for to be a master's, something like master's level, but you can decide later if you want to do that. At the beginning, you can just get a free profile there, a free account, and you can still apply for jobs that way. And that's definitely another big one where you can find jobs. Now, both pros.com and Translators Cafe have job alerts, so you can set it up so you receive job alerts into your email inbox, and you don't have to worry about it too much. It'll be in your language combination, specialization, what have you. And then, yeah, so those are probably the main ones. And then I wanted to discuss a couple of other ones. First of all, it will depend very much on your location. If you are, say, in Italy, I know that one of the main websites there is addlance.com, addlance.com. And, the best way to discover these, like if you go to Google or whatever, and you just type in the search engine, freelance translator, in Italian, traduttore freelance, or something along those lines, then one of the first things that pops up is addlance.com. And so my recommendation is to do this in your other language. If you're a Russian to English translator, then type it up in Russian, and chances are some other websites will come up. I know in Germany, for example, Machtudas was at least used to be a big one. I don't know if it still is, but that was big for translators there in Germany, and for translators who work in German as well as one of their languages. So my recommendation there, once again, is to just do a search for in whatever language you have for freelance translator, freelance translation jobs, hiring freelance translators, put yourself in the shoes of the prospective client and stuff like that. Now, all of these websites will put you in touch with prospective jobs, and usually these will be translation agencies, because the translation agencies know that they can go to these specialized websites for the best quality, and the best type of translator. And so these are probably the best places to find translation agencies and some end clients every now and then. However, So my recommendation, if you're just starting out, is to do that. That's it. You don't want to be targeting end clients just yet, unless they're like people you know, family, friends, something like that, because quite frankly, it's enough to have to deal with just the translation. When you're dealing with end clients, you have to deal with a whole lot of other stuff. You sort of have to educate them. You have to let them know how it works. And you need to be 100% sure of how it works before you can educate them. So that's why I say start off with the translation agencies, so you can really get a feel for it before you start targeting end clients. One place that I recommend not going is Fiverr.com. Fiverr.com works in a different way anyway, because there, rather than you finding jobs, it's you just post up your profile, whatever it is, and people submit jobs to you, and you pretty much have to accept all of them. And that's not a good way to work as a translator. Plus, at least from what little I've seen on freelancer.com, you don't get paid anything, like very, very little. And it's just not worth it. Don't go to freelancer.com for, quite frankly, I don't like going there even for finding people for jobs, because I've found much better quality elsewhere. But, I might be wrong. I haven't used it in years, but I do know that if you're a translator, you shouldn't go there looking for jobs to get paid, because it won't be worth it. And that's pretty much it. And, so those are the main websites, definitely. And then you'll find other ones depending on your locality, and sometimes depending on your specialization. So by all means, feel free to search for something like legal translations or financial translations or something like that. See if it pops up, because there again, you never know. And do it in your other language as well, whatever your languages may be. Be sure to search in all those languages. And that's pretty much it, because the other step would be finding end clients, but that kind of is a whole little thing into itself, and so I won't discuss that right now. But yeah, I just wanted a brief overview of the best places to find translation jobs when you're first starting out, where to go, where to set up your profile, and where to try to build up your profile and start getting the wheels running, getting the wheels turning, so you can start earning a living from freelance translation. And once again, if any of you have had experience and know of different places that I've missed out, or think I'm wrong with anything, feel free to let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to either update this or what have you. And but yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's all for me for now. I'll talk to you in the next video. Okay, thanks. Bye. Savedum.